Hello YouTube, this is TWR Andy. Today we're going to start a new campaign. This will be my debut campaign, and it will consist of a series of short videos that will be put into a playlist later on when there are more than a few, so that you can watch them all in order like a series. To start off with, I think we shall make a campaign that not many people have actually looked at because of the real difficulty that the clan encounters straight away, and the actual specialties that they come with. I mean, for example, the Mori clan that we're going to be playing, they are masters of ways, so that means excuse me, they do have a seafaring advantage, but that's it. The ships have slightly greater ability to combat other ships, and they can move slightly further than most ships, which is useful in sense, but it's not really that great unless you know how to use them properly, and here we shall use them properly. Okay, so we're going to start a long campaign which gives us the ability to build up quite a lot of research to show how well their navies are and what they can do from where starting position. Straight away you've got a problem with the Amako clan on the right hand side of the Mori province. On the left you are allied with the Uchi for now. Down here is of course the Shimazu, the Otomo, the Sagara and the Shoni. Usually the Shoni takes over this island pretty quickly and converts to Christianity, which is a problem. Usually they ally with the Uchi, and since the Shoni are Christian, they have a tendency to be hostile towards everyone else who is Buddhist. So that gives them a negative factor for their relationships, meaning they usually end up warring with the whole Japan, me included. Here is the Trustakabe, which are genuinely friendly towards us for now. The closest trade ports to us are the Jurchen tribes, the war horses, and here, I think it's cotton if I'm right, yes, the Chinese Empire, or not, I don't know. So right, straight away our plan will be defeat the Yamako clan before they get too powerful, and the Kikawa usually brings up through this province against the Urakami. Either one may win. That's also a problem because they are usually aggressive and they are usually very powerful by the time they get to me. So what you should do as the Mori is build up both a balanced army and a balanced navy while researching economically for the time being. And rather than talk, I'd rather show you it, so here we go. A great statement by Nabashina Naoshiga there. True in every sense of the word. So yeah, as for Mori, you've got a starting navy and a starting army. You've got one boat kabaya, which is very useful for scouting out inland Japan, or maybe capturing your first trade point quickly. I'm not going to watch this, there's no real point.
We are the Mori.
So, okay. If you do not want the music on, you can press Alt and M at the same time. It disables the music but allows sound effects, etc. to stay. It also disables it in battle. You can also turn it on again by pressing the same buttons. I'll turn it off for now since I'm talking. Okay, the Amako have a sizable army to start with coming at you. You begin with a Yari Jolliard, useful, but I don't like it. So, to start with, we're going to be at war quite heavily with the Yamako, so it would be good to get some sword infantry there to beef up your army. You start with a harbour, which not many clans do. It would be great to upgrade that to a trading port as soon as you can. And with a small ship, I'll send it towards Choshikabe and Kono to uncover them. And the Otomo. And just to scout out this trade port here. Okay, so straight away you get a few clans that you know. One of them is hostile, of course, as always. Kikawa. It's not wise trading with them straight away because they do become aggressive thanks to their state with prosperity. The AI sort of works in the calculations thinking to trade or to take over, fuck it, take over, that sort of thing. So I'd never really trade with them. It only gives them fuel for the fire. I don't need to train any more units right now. I'll just put these here as a defense rather than an attack form. As said, you start allied with the Uchi. It can last throughout the campaign, or you can turn on them, or you can work a bit of trick and make them attack you. You do have quite a few family members in this tree. One of them being already married. Ah, good, it doesn't give any bad effects. So, okay. 15, 13, and 9, 22 actually. Okay. Straight away, your generals will oh no, I'm thinking of a different clan, sorry. Just excuse that, right. So, end turn. Music back on. So the main advantage of being Mori is that you have the ability to go further than any other clan's ships. Very useful for outmaneuvering other ships or to intercept an enemy army that's coming your way by naval land drops. And straight away you get the missions to take the naval route, which I don't really see any reason for doing. Yeah, also, since you have a navy, and it's quite powerful later on, you can outmaneuver your enemies if they're coming towards you. You can take their backlands. For example, if the Kikawa owned this sect, you could get your navy, put it in the dock, put your army on it, and by the time they reach here, from there, you could go and take that and that. By the time they get to there, they'll think, well, they'll turn around. So you can use passive-aggressive stances like that, defending your nation by attacking. Very, very useful if their armies are bunched up in one area and their backlands are like just weak. Anyway, so the Amako army has turned up and gone away and gone back to the Iwami state to rebuild because they don't want to attack me. That's good for now. Build roads. And since you start with a holy site, it's very useful because your monks here will be slightly higher level. Depending on what you choose, you can have very powerful bow warrior monks, Naginata warrior monks, or very high morale units. I think I'll take the morale at this early stage in the game. And build one of each now. While playing this campaign earlier on, I noticed that most of the ships that you send to wherever, since they go that little bit further, they do end up going to the outer sea, which is not good if you've got a big navy and a big army on that ship. So sometimes you do have to sort of guide them to the safe areas. Not always, but you know. Right. So, Sword Dojo. Little trick. Usually the AI thinks that your army's gone elsewhere, comes through here, taken by surprise. Oh yeah, and you also get cheaper ships, I should have mentioned that. Looks like the Ottomo are making a stand. They usually get destroyed in the first few turns. And Korean Kingdom. That was close. I thought it was Chinese. Yeah, so what I want to do is start taking the most lucrative trade ports, just dumping my ships on them so no army can attack without declaring war, and as soon as my trade ports up, I'll start pumping out trade ships. I think that's worth it. Right. One thing that you should not do while you have a Mori is try and war with both sides of this part of Japan. So if you're going for the Amako, stay with the Amako. Trust me, you'll get swamped. So as long as you take this side first, and when you have a nice little stretch of land here, you can then start focusing on this side if you are going this side, or take your turn against the Uchi if you want. But with a Mori you don't really get any war benefits for your land units, so it's best not to overextend yourself to the point where you've got to fight 2 or 3 battles every turn. Jesus, very expensive. Right. So what I want to do is start building a few trade ships straight away, get the upper hand on the economy. Right, okay. Jesus. They're fast at building ports. Right, okay. Good.
Welcome. I'm here to listen and to seek a worthy outcome to our
Cheapskate.
discussion.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to last long.
Welcome. I'm here.
Okay. Right, I don't think we're going to build anything this turn, so let's continue. Every episode I do, I'll try and make it at least 15 minutes long, but I'm not sure what you people think. Longer is better or short snips are best, but it's up to you to decide if you want. Just make a comment and see what you say. I'll try and cater to everybody's taste, but you can't win them all. I think that most people usually wait until they have quite a few trade ships and send them in bulk, but initially you are losing out if you do that. I mean, while you've got one ship going every turn, it may take a bit longer to make the turn end, but you do get that bonus every turn rather than all at once, like 5 or 6 turns later where you're just losing out, what, maybe 700 cocoa? Not worth it.